Hello, everybody. I am the Free Guy, and welcome to The Letter. So, this game is supposed to be fully voice acted. I don't know if that's true, but we're gonna find out in this video. So, let's go ahead. And I swear to God, Cat, if you jump up here, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, and this also supposed to be horror, too, so. Prologue. Come on, you wanna get in the spoops, too? That's fine. Now you're in the video. Oh. It was built for Lord William and Elizabeth, Lady Elizabeth. Ingrained of. Okay, you know what? No, we ain't gonna read all that. Oh, is that the auto next? What? Oh, auto next. Okay. This is cool. Wish you would freaking leave, Cat. You're annoying me. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended. Okay? Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed on to their only child, Lady Charlotte. Lady Charlotte, we'll just do that. The mansion was stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. After Lady Charlotte committed suicide, the great house was eventually left uninhabited or whatever, I don't freaking know. And that is when it began. Surrounding villagers spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the nights, and history of a mysterious woman roaming the halls aimlessly. People who dare enter its walls were simply never heard from again. Eventually, after 400 years, these stories remain much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend, and its curse still fall upon the villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had Bar Reality Corporation place the property back on sale. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside await to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not be consumed by the curse. Good luck. That is good. What an introduction. Oh, incoming call. Do I answer it? Oh.
Hello? Isabella?
Oh.
Are you there? Where are you?
Who's you? A familiar voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter? It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my God, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own. You chickened out.
Calm down. You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like...
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really takes my breath away.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Bruh.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even
We'll
if they
see
are,
about
which
that.
they are not, they're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that. They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one. I can feel it.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up. Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Okay. She hangs up. Oh, stop playing. Rose still charming as ever.
Who was that?
Who's you? I look up from my phone to see Rebecca giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started?
Oh my god, the body frickin' movements are so good.
You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
Oh, wait, mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about? Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps? You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well, I did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
Ain't that the truth? As soon as fudge. As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle.
What's so
Sorry.
funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character. I mean, no offense, but you've been freaking out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus.
What? Mark? What? 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 He's premiering something? What? Sorry.
They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier. They're desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect once she has that expression.
Becca,
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
Hey, instant noodles are good, bruh. What are you dissing about frickin' instant ramen noodles? Bruh. They're so good. Hey, I've been living off them. She crosses her arms and grimps at the thought. Her voice silently raises as she begins to scold me. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching teenagers.
Stop eating junk. They're cheap, but they're not good for you.
Yes, they are. They're good. Instant noodles are good.
You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
No, she won't. You're not my mom. I press my lips together and roll my eyes at her. I'm not entirely sure how I should feel whenever she goes on her mother hen mode. She means well. I'm glad someone's looking out for me, especially with my family living on the other side of the globe. But Becca's bossy attitude can be such a pain at times. She's more over-breathing than Mama, and that already says a lot.
You're not my mom.
Yeah, you're not my mom!
I didn't say I am.
Nope, but you're acting like one. You don't
Yes.
need to boss me around all the time.
Yes. Yeah, especially instant noodles. Instant noodles are the best. After this video, I'm making me some instant noodles. So, immediately I brace myself for another round of her. I can't say that word. From her.
I'm not bossing you around. I'm just telling you to at least mind what you're eating.
For the last time, instant noodles are so good, and well, they may not be healthy, but they ain't gonna kill you. They ain't gonna put you in the hospital, not unless if you eat them like every single day, like I do. But I don't go to the hospital, so heh.
Remember what happened last year? You ended up bedridden for 2 weeks after eating something bad, and I ended up having to listen to you cry about how those absences would take a huge chunk out of your paycheck. Do you want that to happen again?
Was it instant noodles? Because I doubt that.
No, Mom.
Ha! No, Mom. No. Only a loud, frustrated sigh comes from her while she pinches the bridge of her nose. Oh, like this? Or like this? I don't know. Like, how'd she do it? How? Like, how'd she do it? How? How do you do that? How do you pinch your nose? Likely to help ease a headache starting to form. I bite my lip to keep myself from laughing out loud at the image she makes, expecting her to say more. But when at least she looks up, she simply carries a resigned expression on her face.
I'm serious.
Not my mom, Rebecca.
Maria Isabella Grace.
Ha! I shut my mouth after that. Although I know she's not really angry, I don't want to push it. Come on, let's push it. Let's push her buttons a little. An angry Becca isn't someone I'd like to cross paths with in my lifetime. I've seen it happen and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, I'll stop.
I we doing some headbanging? That's fine. I grumble that she doesn't seem to care much, only giving me a small nod. Like headbanging? Yeah, that's a good one.
Look, if you need anything, tell me and I'll help in any way I can. You don't have to do this alone.
But I want to do this alone.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me. You've been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
That's good. Respect. That's
you and your
respect.
pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table now.
Bruh. I nod in response. Oh, you're gonna headbang too? Let's headbang. If only to get her to drop the topic. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. Ever. It has nothing to do with pride. I simply never plead. Okay, let's read that. Calm down. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can turn for the worst. Oh yeah, they can too. Just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to ever happen between me and BECCA. I rewarded that sorry. We may argue about a lot of small, pretty things, but she only feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me snaps me out of my thoughts.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute.
Oh, so I gotta leave? You're gonna kick me
We
out?
can catch up later.
Yeah, you're kicking me out, aren't you? Sorry.
Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
I will not.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins shifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. Why you gotta say thick for? Thick! I'm sorry. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Sorry. Or trying at least. Her eyes are distant and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever is on the page. Whoa. As if she heard my thoughts, BECCA starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes into her mouth. Okay. To stifle the sound. Oh, okay. So you gotta go. "Ah!" That's gonna stop. That's gonna stop noises. Yeah. Okay. This is precisely why I followed her here. For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, BECCA sure forgets how to take care of herself.
Hey, you sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
Okay, sure. Right as rain. Okay, we'll see about that. I level her with a flat look. She has a cold for a couple days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
Working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you. I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
Okay. Why do I bother? There is no stopping her once she has decided on something. Oh. Defeated, I reach into my bag and pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it wearily when I place it in front of her. Unfortunately for her, this is one thing I'm not letting her have her way.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an unusually green glim, or oh boy, got heartburn. Woohoo! That did not feel good. Gleam in her eyes when she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
You started it.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore.
Uh-huh.
I'll make sure to
We'll
drink
see
it,
about
Mom.
Ha! Now who's doing the mother act? Before I can resort, she casts another look at the clock. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to her class and her thoughts. I hail a taxi to take me to the property as I leave the school grounds. The mansion is... Wow. Listen. If you hear that music, if you listen to it, you hear that freaking meme music, bro. It's so funny. But I don't have... Okay, the mansion is some ways out in the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. Apparently everyone in Luxburn City knows of it, including every bit of rumor surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough for locals to give you cautious sidelong glances. Eileen, yeah, that's Lean. I learned that the hard way the first time is commuted there, and it only boosted my relief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it being revoted or and placed back in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have began a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the buildings shrink in the distance. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Ain't that the truth? Life has ways of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading my papers, my phone rings again. I pick it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ear and shoulder. It's probably just Rose again, anyway. And this is where I'm gonna leave this video. If you guys want to see more, just like it. Just like the video. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. You don't even have to leave a comment. Just like it. And if you want, subscribe to me for more content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.